Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve Omi update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channels. Non-free way are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. So Omi has a crazy night last night. Remember when we had a 100 million Omi buy wall that was at 0.001301, whatever it was? Well, that has most of the part. That order had been filled. We had a couple of big sell walls, 8 at that. So we did go from under $400,000 in volume to over 600, almost $700,000 in volume over the last 24 hours, most of which because of that. So we did go down a bit. We are down about 0.4%. We did not outperform Ethereum. Ethereum is something that is, we did not outperform Bitcoin. Bitcoin is up 0.13% on the day, and you have Ethereum down 0.89%. So we did outperform Ethereum. We did also outperform the S&P 500, the Dow, and the Nasdaq, all of which were down 1.70% and above. So a little bit of positive news for Omi, not down as much as everything else, continuing to outperform. I think we've outperformed all of these things like 80% of the time over the last several months in this bear market. So Powell did speak today, and here's what the Fed fund futures are now implying: 75 basis points in November, 50 basis points in December, and 25 basis points in February, approximating for that. And it looks like that would bring mortgage rates up to around 7%. It hasn't been that high since 2007, right before the last financial crisis that we had. Again, not including the pandemic in 2020. So most likely, housing market is probably going to crash over the next couple of years. This is not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I was talking to a couple of friends before, and they all agree that in the next couple of years might be a decent time to buy a house, especially if you can pay for it cash, if you have a lot of Omi and you want to diversify. Something that I'm probably going to do at some point as well. Got some Feesh news here from Brock and Blockchain. Said, waiting on some additional things before I really start building the 2D Feesh metaverse, but rideable floating rocks are already a thing, and just him playing around. So there was a video of that. Go on Brock and Blockchain's Twitter to go and take a look. Moving on. So according to Rarible, it was International NFT Day, and are you celebrating? Apparently they are. They're extending their promotion on immutable NFTs by extending 0% fees on new listings through the 27th of September. You can go look at them on Twitter. They have almost 500,000 followers, which is great for Immutable and for us as well. So I have somebody with about the same amount of followers as me, a guy named Romaniac or Emmanuel9030, saying, so this happened. Brock McRedcat from the Feeshes airdropped an 11-track album to holders. What he is doing with that project in terms of utility and community is parallel to none. I'll be looking for you in their Discord. So like I said, I'm there. I am on utilities, link down below, and I might be in one or two others over the next couple months. I'll keep you guys posted a little bit more on the end of the video on other things I might diversify in the future. So I did report a Givenchy and Disney, a partnership with them a few months back. They had a couple of ads on Facebook, and it seems that now one of the first of their things are going out. This one goes out to Canadian people. These are slim fit Disney Castle hoodies from Givenchy.com. And they are about 1,500 Canadian dollars, which is a little over 1,100 US dollars. Again, Givenchy is very expensive. So it just brings a little bit more people and credibility to Veve when it's, oh, we have Givenchy stuff over here. So some high-end items to help bring in the high-end people. Pretty excited about that as well. Comment down below if you are going to get that hoodie, because I cannot justify that. That's really expensive. So be advised that the Veve web app does no longer work on your cell phone. It only works on the computer or laptop. It does not work on phones, so rip to me without a computer. So the partner statue did dip under $4,000 yesterday. Somebody called Brandon Supernaw over on Facebook went over and says under 4K, heck yeah, wound up getting it. Congrats to him on that. It's a great piece. I think that'll be worth 6 figures at some point. But somebody getting that for under 4K is amazing. Speaking of people from Facebook, we do have Sergio Rodriguez coming out and saying, Veve is building while others are distracted. One could easily be fooled into thinking that Veve isn't making progress due to recent lackluster marketplace activity caused by overall downturn in the global economy. But let's take a step back for a moment and take a look at the bigger picture. A couple months ago, the most anticipated feature was implemented, being payout. Veve managed to jump through all the regulatory loopholes and give people the ability to cash out. And there was even a bonus surprise that you could cash out in crypto. That has since been recalled. They will come out with that again, hopefully in the next couple months when we're able to have crypto to gem. KYC was also implemented, which caused a lot of bots to virtually disappear from the app and instilled a lot of user confidence. And remember when you could just buy anything, when you couldn't buy anything in the market 30 minutes before and after each drop? Heck, sometimes it would take up to 2 hours before it reopened. Well, that's now also a thing of the past. You also remember when we had to download and pay for a service called Vault Value to see what the floor price of your entire collection was? Well, now you no longer need to do that because Veve now displays that for free directly on the app. Remember when your public Veve profile lacked displaying the total sets or comics? No longer the case. We have comics in there as well. Remember when the showroom version 1 was rudimentary when compared to version 2, and subsequent tools now make it much easier to design your showroom? When version 3? Maybe by the end of this year, I don't know. Remember when people joked that these were not real NFTs because they lived on the GoChain blockchain instead of Ethereum? Well, the Immutable X migration shut that argument down. Remember when promo codes weren't a thing? That is, until it became a thing that allows us to participate in contests and win free NFTs such as Thor and Buzz Lightyear posters? Remember when there was no web app? Remember when there was no working app in general? Remember when you had to pay fees when purchasing gems in the App Store and 100 gems cost about 110? But now, since you can buy gems in the web app and circumvent the Apple fees, 100 gems equal $100. And all that goes to a Comey now anyway. Remember when there weren't one-of-ones? Remember when the last week Disney released an unprecedented Disney D-drop for those that landed the Aladdin lamp drop? Before that, the idea of Disney doing an airdrop lived only in our imaginations. Remember when edition sizes for collectibles were 3x what they are now? Remember when the standard comic drops were 30,000 editions and now they're 20? Shall I go on? The point is that Veve has been steadily building and developing the user experience while simultaneously dropping NFTs from the world's most iconic and recognizable brands and attending Comic-Cons, D-Cons, and other venues. This is just the beginning, be advised. The current market sentiment can fool some people into thinking that progress is not being made, but detractors couldn't be more wrong. Veve is continuing to build and enhance the experience of its users while releasing some of the best NFTs found anywhere in the world. So don't let the bear market or fog of war sentiment fool you. Veve is developing faster than it ever has. Thank you, Veve. Thank you, David and Dan. And one last thing. Remember when you wished you could buy the Todd Batman for around $1,000? Well, you no longer need to wish for that. Prices are down. You can do that if you wish. Other news in crypto, Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy has purchased an additional 301 Bitcoin for $6 million at an average price of $19,851 per Bitcoin. As of September 19th, 2022, MicroStrategy holds 130,000 Bitcoins acquired for $3.98 billion at an average price of $30,639 per Bitcoin. Absolutely insane. We do have ZZ over from Binance going and saying, congrats, he thinks he's a smart guy. I do as well. We had somebody yesterday saying that the most recent one-of-one that ends, I think, in a day and a half, 2 days, is not going to reach 5 figures, which is 10,000. This is the Gary Baseman one-of-one. This is the one where you have PewDiePie over in a 4-year-old video saying that he loves Gary Baseman, he loves a bunch of those things. I don't think PewDiePie knows about this. I don't think PewDiePie is really into Veve, at least yet. But like I said, I guarantee you this reaches 5 figures. I guarantee you this one-of-one reaches 10,000. Even if it's not for Gary Baseman, even if it's not for the one-of-one, it is for the lunch with David Yu and Gary Baseman. It is for that. Like I said, I'll wager anything you want that it reaches 10,000. We do have dates for my 69-hour stream. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. That will start October 20th. That is a Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will end on the 23rd. That is a Sunday on October at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it is a full 69-hour stream that I will be doing with a bunch of the community. Comment down below who your favorite person is. So a little something to think about. This is from Bill Gardner, who we had met in the Earth 2 days, which again, I still hold a lot of Earth 2 stuff. Saying, remember the Disney CEO stated that their metaverse will follow the MCU, and Veve follows the MCU, and has all the first Disney NFTs. Thought that was pretty interesting to think about. I was looking at a couple of things that are undervalued, and I'll just go through this right now. Completely not financial advice. You all know I'm a cowboy. I go all in on things that are very, very high risk usually, whether it's, I don't consider Tesla high risk, I don't consider Pokemon cards high risk, or even Omi high risk. Again, that's just my own personal thing for it, right, Dashi? The only things that I think were high risk that I considered were giving people money that had $500 and $600 credit, or I'm sorry, 500 and 600 credit scores. And so when I go and I tell you that certain things that I find undervalued, partner statue, I don't think is really high risk at all, especially when you have a number 81 that you can get for $11,000 as a sub 100. I think that's a really good deal. When I see something like Toshimon, which is kind of what Epico Regal did to with Clash of Clans. You have someone trying to do that with Pokemon, naming Toshimon, things like that I might get at some point in the future. That is a complete roll of the dice. That's a complete put it on red in roulette. So those types of things, or even other things like securities that I would go and get, I'll just keep you all posted on that in the future. So we have Veve Meister saying, like, is Taps going to head all of Veve for Europe? And Tap says, hello, my friend, great vid. I wish I was becoming a regional manager. I think that was just a troll. I don't think that's anything that Taps is going to do. But I'll see. I'll be rooming with him at DesignerCon. I can't wait. I'll keep you all posted. So the government was being stupid again, where the U.S. House proposes a 2-year ban on algorithmic-based stablecoins. And then Tether agreed to produce a court-requested document to establish the reserve backing of USDT, so we'll see how that goes. We have another update from Vivi Fox at Rootless Girl on Twitter, saying, Disney promo code update, 63% of the 10,000 promo codes that have been given out were redeemed, and that they only have until tomorrow to redeem it. So I think even if they get another 6%, giving us 69%, everyone comment nice down below for the 69%, that still leaves 3,100 codes that were not redeemed, and those are all going to be burned. That snapshot was from the end of Tuesday on the 20th, so I think there have been a little bit more since then, because today is the 21st. But shout out to her. That is one of the best, most underrated YouTube channels for Veve and Akomi. Immutable X announces Moonstrike is launching on the Ultimate blockchain-based sci-fi multiplayer shooter game with us. Microsoft awarded them an ID Azure program grant, accelerating their game development, and Moonstrike does have 107,000 followers. And again, the bigger the ecosystem for Immutable X, the greater it is for us. So I do have some Feesh news. I'll get back to Immutable X in a second. There have been a couple of Feeshes that can come back from the dead. Unsure if you're just sleeping upside down all last week or whatever, but it can come back from the dead. It can die again. If you deselect it, then reselect it, it comes back to life. Unsure if that's an Easter egg. But speaking of Feeshes, Brocken Blockchain says, hey everyone, quick poll. I would like a haunted house or a city to be built first in the 2D metaverse. Everyone is saying city. They're wrong. I think in the Feesh Court, everyone should do a haunted house because I like that type of stuff. So we do have Immutable X saying, across the ages, Dynamic Universe is officially migrating to Immutable on the 23rd of September. Everyone who owns Arcante pack will be able to bring it to Immutable X and open the pack and play. And these guys have a 97,000 followers. And again, that is at across the ages. So Immutable X do be getting more things every single day. Speaking of them, we have Undead Blocks saying, we're in good company at Immutable. Immutable says, always, when are we gaming though? And Undead Block says, see you on the boards this weekend. Another partnership with a company that has 50,000 followers on the Twitter. Immutable X is absolutely destroying. If Omi and Veve didn't exist, a lot of my money would be in Immutable X. So there's an email to all Batcal holders. DC is inviting DC Batcal holders and DC Universe Infinite subscribers to an exclusive event with DC publisher and CCO Jim Lee in conversation with Tom King and Mark Silvestri. The event takes place Thursday, October 6th at Hudson Yards, New York City. So if you're going to be at Comic-Con this year or just happen to be in the area and want to attend the special event, RSVP now as seating will be extremely limited. So keep me all posted on that. I don't think I'll be able to go. I have so many things to do at that Comic-Con week, that weekend. I have so many meetings. It's going to be insane. I'll keep you all posted on that after it happens. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everybody say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye. Meow, 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 meow.